I don't feel like Superman.
I love them. Love them. I love my Golden Gators. I'm very proud of them.
You should
Should
be,
be.
buddy. You should be.
I wish Josh was there.
I wish I was there too.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? We are live from the Gators Den.
Live.
The King of Florida in the books.
What a crazy fucking turnout, dude.
Yeah, come on now. Say some stories, talk. Let's go. I wasn't there. Catch me up.
It was a lot of fun.
Listen, simmer down. The non-participant does not call the shots. Let's just clarify that first. You home, therefore
my apologies, madam.
Oh, it was pretty badass. Let's start by going over some of the winners. We'll go over them again later. I know we'll get more people on, but John, winners.
Yeah. So at 154, Roberto Moda won both hands, and it was actually really good. And him and Denny on the left had a nice little war at the end.
Oh yeah,
for the win. Yeah, and then at 176, Devon Browne stole the show both hands. He showed up like a tank.
I bet.
Super strong. And then at 198, the one and only, Maverick came through and dominated the class. But he had to get through a sticky Robbie Bishop there at the end.
Talk about real quick how big this fucking classes were. 16 guys in the 76, right? I believe 14 in the 98s.
Yeah, and the 54s was loaded up too. I don't know how many people were there.
Before I think was 10 or 11.
Yeah, at least it was huge.
I'll have to go back through. I was looking at all the brackets today and everything. It's fucking insane, dude, how big they were. Some people had 5-6 victories to finally pull it off in the bracket. They were so big, and this is double elimination. So sorry to interrupt you. Keep going, John, with the victors.
All right. Well, the 220s. Who won the 220s? I don't remember.
Goose. Goose is on the loose.
Oh, Goose won. He won right-handed, right? Or did he win both?
Right and left.
Okay. Goose, yeah.
Nice.
Every winner was a right and left winner.
And then after that, I think Josh Miller cleaned everything else up, 242s and supers.
I won the Masters too, both hands.
Oh, yeah. And while Maverick was running through the 98s, he ran through the Masters class too.
At the same time.
Yeah, was running back and forth, smashing both, collecting gators. He had a gator under his armpit, beating someone at the same time. Wild.
Phenomenal.
Run it back to toss it in and then run back. Get another one. And
shout out to Maverick giving us our next table. We'll be refurbishing a Mazurenko. Now that's the Maverick. So when you see that, give him props.
Straight from rough.
It was crazy. Miller took home both belts.
Yeah.
So they are in good hands, nice, safe, and sound in Ocala, Florida.
Yep. Knew that was going to happen. He's a beast.
Yeah.
Good day, man. Amateur turnout was insane. Mikey from Pro Gear showed up and whooped some ass in the 220 amateurs.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he's looking pretty damn good right now.
He's got
the Puerto Rican boys did real good coming on out and their first time competing out in Florida.
Jonathan. I think Jonathan got a left-handed one at the 220s, right?
Yeah.
And then Kong got one.
Kong, I believe, won a right-handed.
Yep. And
nice.
I don't think Adam got one.
Adam took second.
Yeah.
I believe it was Hector Torres.
Yeah. But it was good. It was a stacked class that he was in. I mean, second's pretty damn good.
It was wild, man. Big classes.
Yeah, it looked awesome outside underneath the canopies.
We were 15 feet from 436. I mean,
I
people were
saw
honking
that.
horns the whole night, the whole day.
Yep.
And we stayed out there all day long, dude. We were there
Yeah.
till about 9 o'clock at night. We paused the turn. We ran the right hand. We stopped the right hand, took about a 40-ish minute break, switched to left hand, and then we ran left until Devon Larrett came out. When Devon came out, we shut the tournament down, went inside, watched the pay-per-view, and then everybody just chilled until when it was over. We went on back outside and finished left hand.
Oh
That
man,
was
how about that first round?
real quick.
It was
That
going
was one of the
crazy in
crazy
the bar.
things though that we stopped the tournament. The whole, I mean, that place was packed from wall to wall. No one hardly making a sound, and we're all sitting in there just waiting like little school children, you know. And we're all sitting there for that pay-per-view to start. And when that freaking match stopped in round one, the walls were shaking.
Dude, I was screaming throughout my neighborhood, running,
Oh,
screaming.
dude, I think I heard you. It was that loud. Like the whole world was screaming for that moment.
Oh, it was beautiful.
And I don't know. That was a cool moment. I think
It was insane at first. It slowly went from like happiness to sadness in there.
Yeah, it did. But hey,
yeah, but what happened was Devon was strong enough round one, but he couldn't maintain that max effort like that, you know. But he was strong enough to do it once.
Well, and
exactly.
I don't even think I think he was almost strong enough because I've been in that moment where I'm right there, but I'm separating slowly.
Right. But I mean, for that, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, he exerted everything he had. And when it got opened up, it was, he probably lost 20%,
What was the
15%.
fucking call?
Shoulder below the table, I think.
Shoulder below?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shoulder
the foul in
below.
the losing
It's in
position.
the second foul.
Yep.
Yeah.
Foul.
That changed the momentum.
Yeah. If he could have just, well, yeah, he could have done a lot of things, right? I could sit here talking on blue in the face about it, but he did good, man. When's the last time you seen Levon on the losing side of the table? In round one, this wasn't round 3 or 4 where, Levon got tired and Devon wore him out. It was at their strongest, that both of them were at their absolute best right there, and Devon was enough to be in the match.
Yep. Beautiful.
That's wild. So we all wanted it to happen, but it's impressive.
Oh, did we?
Man, did we? It was super cool though.
Anyways, continue with King of Florida. Go ahead.
Oh, you mean like the greatest tournament you didn't come to?
Oh, I know. I apologize.
Biggest tournament of this year by far.
May 18th, right? May 18th.
Yeah, hey, we got another one at a badass place, OB's Lounge in DeLand, Florida. Super sick place. Lonnie Hagstrom's in-laws people's place.
Oh, awesome.
Super wild biker bar. They're having a bunch of motorcycle shows, bikini contests, all sorts of crazy stuff happening there all the time. Not on May 18th. May 18th is an arm wrestling tournament, so anyone calm down. But definitely the venue we want to be at. It looks like I've never personally been there. I'm gonna check it out shortly, but looks badass, more than accommodating, has a stage.
Yeah, it looks super cool.
Yeah.
Oh, has a stage? That's cool. That's
It's
dope.
got a stage, indoor, huge place. It'll be pretty cool. Look it up if anyone wants to see it. OB's Lounge.
I'll share it on Facebook.
Yeah, it's gonna be I have a feeling it's gonna be a banger, very much like City Limits, or I would imagine even Southern Social, where Mayhem was in the past. Big country biker bar.
Yeah. It looks good. It looks really good.
And we've also got big tournament August 3rd. We are doing a event with Boom Productions and Sean Hancock, $3,000 cash prize giving away at the Harley Davidson dealership in Orlando, Florida, August 3rd. Mark your calendars.
Harley in Orlando, okay.
Yes, at the Harley dealership in Orlando.
That's
gonna
dope.
be, yeah. Looking forward to it. Bunch of crazy stuff going down. But our next event, May 18th, we got Duel 2.0. We are giving custom laser engraved axes away. They're going to be beautiful. I do not want to show them yet, but they will be beautiful, all steel, hatchet style axe. So,
I need an axe.
yeah, it'll definitely go good with the Duel 1.0 awards. So these will be pretty cool. Maverick,
Oh,
tell me
man.
what's the shrine look like with the King of Florida Gators?
Oh, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty. I might have to make a new shelf now. I was never a trophy hunter. I never pulled an amateur or a semi-pro. I just said I want to be a pro. I want to see what it's like. So I just jumped in. I've honestly only pulled maybe 9 tournaments now. It's definitely under 10. So I added some gold to it. So I'm very happy with that. And I plan on adding more actually. So
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Did anyone else from the Garage Grinders take one? No.
Um, no, I think. Well, no, I don't think so. Unfortunately,
Maverick, you held it down. At least you showed out.
I knew he would.
Let's talk about Steve and Allen's match.
Hey, wasn't that was really cool, man? Hey, Steven's up there, then Allen comes with the whole get up, the cow skull in hand, the big purple thing with the chains around him, eating a fucking T-bone like this. But he picked the wrong one. He picked the wrong vegan, bud.
Oh, yeah, he picked the wrong vegetable.
Yeah. Hey, Steven looked super strong. His
Oh, yeah.
wrist set up. He controlled the match, lefty, and then righty. Yeah. I figured he'd be. I mean, and Allen was getting in there too. I mean, he had foot up, side pressure, just going, and Steven's hand and wrist were just too much. But so he won 3-0 both arms. Pretty dominant, but it takes a lot of balls to go up there and that kind of get up in front of that many people. It wasn't a small tournament, and that dude laid on line. He talked the talk and he tried to walk the walk. He just ran to a strong ass vegan.
Hell yeah.
They're out
Steven.
there. They're out there.
Where's Steven? Get him on here.
I know.
Try eating Skittles.
Actually, they're both in the chat right now. Fishbowl Enjoyers, I believe, is Alan, and then Steven's in the chat too. But
Steven, get on.
Where's Antonio?
Hey, I invited him.
How did Antonio do?
He beat Kevin Sam. I don't know. I don't know if he came in second or third. But no, he came. He didn't come in second. He at least came in third or fourth or something. But he did very well. He got his revenge on Kevin Sams. I see on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah, he came in fourth on the left arm. I know that for sure.
Gotcha.
Robbie was a beast out there. I'll tell you that. He looked really good on the left with that flat press. He hates that he does it, but he does it every time, and it's so good.
I know it's hard to deal with really quick and get him past that tipping point, because if he gets you in your pass center and you're a little bit over, man, he'll dump you. He'll right over.
He's very long and a big strong hand.
Yeah,
and he can just drive it on almost. And his right hand is slept on for being as strong as it is. He's very hard to deal with right-handed as well.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, he was the most difficult opponent of the day for me by far.
What about did he get second right-handed as well? Or was it Devon Lee that got second?
Devon Lee. I had a win on Devon Lee early, and I think Antonio had a win on Devon Lee on the right, which eliminated him on the right. And I think it was Robbie and I in the right and Robbie and I in the left. Yeah.
And Robbie was coming off of, being out there at work, hasn't really been training, but he felt good coming into it. I was talking to him, and he said he's pretty good coming into it.
Robbie had an injury on his arm as well at work. He had a part of break off on his elbow, so he wasn't feeling very well. And he still did absolutely amazing.
Fucking inner elbow swollen looking. It looked so painful before the tournament even started. He said it didn't hurt that bad, but I was like, fuck.
Hey, he's a tough son of a gun, dude.
I dislocated his elbow and it popped back in on the table. At one point, you can see on the camera, I stop and grab his arm. His whole elbow dislocated right out and it popped it right back in. Oh, bad feeling. Bad feeling.
Jeez.
Robbie's one tough dude.
Steven Seagal over here?
Huh?
What are you, Steven Seagal?
Oh, who, me? No way. Van Damme.
Steven's the goal. Yo, speaking of Steven, what up, Steven?
Hey.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey, and
How's it going?
don't forget how good Andrew Pulowski looked. He was going through that 198 class.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, he was just going right through. I was like, okay, I figured he'd be like, towards the middle somewhere, win one or two. But there's a lot of good guys there. And all of a sudden I see him and I'm like, what the hell? He's still winning. He looked really good.
I didn't face him. I didn't face him once on left or right.
You might be glad you did.
I know. He looks strong. He told me he's coming for me next year, so I got to defend it.
Yeah. Oh, look who it is.
Hey. Is it Mike or Sarah? Mikey.
Mike.
Hey,
Sarah's
what's up?
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
What's up, Sarah?
Hey.
What's up, guys?
How you feeling after your victory, Mikey?
I feel great. Feel good. Motivated as fuck.
Good. You
Yeah,
did.
ready to push.
Hey, it's worth mentioning also. Mikey did not want to enter amateur class. I forced him to pull it one last time, and he also pulled 220 pro and was in the finals.
Awesome.
Yeah. Play
So,
second.
yeah, I mean, oftentimes that the story's not told, right? Unless you win the damn thing. But it was a hell of an effort too, bro. You were actually
Thank
arm wrestling for the first time.
Thank you.
We've seen you show some glimmer at practice, but you got beat. I think you put a highlight together and it conveniently didn't show the one loss. And I respect you
No,
for
it was in there.
Oh, was it? Okay.
It was.
But I think that's the best part of it. Because if you just blew through him, it's like, okay, well, Mikey overwhelmed him. Mikey got up there and got beat.
By Jonathan, right?
Yeah, he got pressed.
Yeah, he
And
got
I was
pressed.
like, oh, shit. Yeah, so he was B-side, I believe.
No. All right. So the press, you're talking about Puerto Rico, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it was a foul. He went completely off the pad. So that wasn't my loss.
Oh, it was a foul. Who was your loss to?
So my loss was Stephen Lefebvre.
Okay, Lefebvre.
Oh,
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. I lost to him, went to B-side, and then beat him when he came to B-side, which brought me back over to Goose in finals.
Awesome. So you didn't lose the one that Jonathan pressed you. It looked like at first
No.
he was in trouble. I looked to Sarah like, oh shit, that who he
Yeah.
got one and he adjusted. You
Oh, yeah.
a little back pressure and controlled center.
Yeah.
Of course, he was outside of his shoulder and it wasn't as deadly.
And he came back from B-side, tried that press again. And I believe I caught him.
Yeah,
Caught him with
completely.
the press and pulled him back.
It was a dominant performance for what it was. That kid, Jonathan, he's no slouch either.
Yeah.
You
He's
know what
actually
I'm
asking for a super match.
That would be dope. I think that. Well, I mean, I think you would probably be too much for him, but they're crazy. Listen, them Puerto
Yeah.
Rican, there's something wrong with their head. I'm not lying. They don't
They all
care
want to fight.
pounds. They'll fight right in the street. They're crazy, right? So he could probably beat him every Saturday. He'll still keep fighting you. So I respect it. But it might be a good war.
Yeah.
Might be. We every time we've went out there, they went toe to toe with us. They went the first one 7-6 in the team battle, and then they went 6-5 on the team battle. We won both of them, but I mean, razor close. And of course, we brought killers like Daniel Worley and John Theron and shit.
Yeah.
Hell of a turnout. I was impressed. We kind of took a risk throwing it outside that day. You never know. You know, I know the last King of Florida, we did it and it was like 200 degrees and then the wind blew all the banners. And I mean, if you remember last year, it was insane.
Like the hottest day in the world.
Hottest day in the world. We got blessed out there. I wasn't sweating too bad. It wasn't like a brutal event at all.
No, it was nice.
Yeah. And we could go, right inside and cool off, get a drink, Dorothy, and then come back out. It was kind of cool. Like, I like that venue.
Listen, here's the thing. It's Florida. If you can use the outside, use it because the atmosphere is dope. It's exciting. I would argue if we redid everything 2020, that was a bit too hot. Maybe like a week before it would have been a little bit better. But that being said, it's probably the last outdoor event of the year. We're going to be indoors the next one, bunch of cool shit. So it was nice. I liked being right there by the street. It was a lot of exposure for the brand. How many people you think drove by that day looking to their right?
Well, there was a lot of people who come by there honking their horns and stuff. We were slowing down. I think it was cool. People were wondering what was going on. Probably just too scared to walk up there and see.
Hey, nothing like the people driving by at King of Puerto Rico, though, right? They were driving by, hanging out the car. Everyone would jump out the car. They'd scatter in the building. I was like, shit.
Yeah, but the mayor showed up out there. It's a little different.
Yeah, it was the biggest thing happening in the whole fucking city. The mayor was out there partying with us.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you could imagine, dude. There were politicians out there, lawyers. Everybody was out there. Anybody that had a big YouTube channel was down there. There were girls like makeup girls down there doing side videos and stuff. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
But we got super blessed, dude. You know how it is down here. It's, anything in promotion. You can be 30 entries, you can be 300. But to do what we did out there, I was super excited. Gives me a lot of motivation, like you said, Mikey, coming off the back of a victory, right? A celebratory moment. You feel a lot more motivated.
Oh, yeah.
It's exciting. What's next for you? I seen a mention of Tennessee something. So you're going with
Yeah, yeah. So Sarah has that round robin with the females.
Yeah.
They're also holding a tournament. So while we're there, I figure might as well pull. I'll pull with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna message Ray. He should rename that. What's it called?
Ooh, do you know what is the event called?
Tri-City one, right?
In the women's invitation.
I think Women's Invitational.
The
Super
North
exciting.
American Women's Invitation.
Yeah, there you go.
North Americans Women Massacre.
Yeah.
Massacre.
I think everybody knows. Everybody knows how it's going to go.
Arms.
It's just a matter of who's going to get second. That's, I think, what the world wants to know.
Well, or if it'll be like this, they used to celebrate. If you could slow Chad down or Craig Touye, you would take a picture of it and post the picture of like where you stopped them or Mosier. Matt King did it, right? Matt King stopped Dan Mosier for a half second one time, and we all celebrated it like he beat him. So that'll be the same thing.
I was like, damn, Matt.
You remember that?
Yeah, I was watching like 3 days ago. It popped up. I was like, damn, look at him go.
That's what they're gonna do with Sarah too. So like anybody that even gets a stop on her, that's a victory.
Yeah, her hair stop real quick.
Stop ain't even gonna happen. The stop's not gonna happen.
No, hey,
I'm not in this country. God, there's 200 million women in the United States, and not one of them can beat Sarah Bachman in arm wrestling.
No.
So
99.9% of the men can't either. I'm telling you right now.
So what are you going to pull up there? You're going to pull 220 pros?
I think so, yeah. 220.
Yeah,
pros.
That's going to be exciting.
I don't really know much about Tennessee. Does Tennessee have anybody?
Yes. They got a young man up there named Landon Anderson, I think. He's a beast. 220.
Yes.
He's actually the guy to beat, and he's probably 18 years old now.
Yeah.
But he was
young, long hair, kind of. Yeah.
Big country, like hipster looking kid or something.
Cool.
Cock strong. They got Robbie Russell. Ray is the lightweight guy up there. Him and his pops, I think, are the predominant light guys. I don't know everybody that's up there, but there's definitely some heavy hitters. And if it's Ray's tournament, you're gonna get a bunch of travelers.
Yeah.
So
it was super cool energy. I saw I was just up there with George, and yeah, if it's at the same venue and everything, which I think it is, super nice venue, great area.
Cool.
It's cool. And Ray's like one of the best dudes ever, man. Like,
yeah, he seems like it.
Yeah, he is. He's the same way in person. Very, very good
Cool
guy.
kid. He's a cool kid.
We're probably going to drive up there in Airbnb. So if anybody wants to go,
What is the date for it?
what is it? May
May 17th to 19th.
17th to 19th.
I have a tournament May 18th.
Cancel it.
Don't be on here promoting other tournaments, Mike.
Oh,
Mikey's having problems with his microphone right now, ladies and gentlemen. That'll be a good one. You know, one thing about arm wrestling not in Florida and everywhere is there's a shit ton of tournaments now. And from a promotional standpoint, we're definitely at a peak.
Yeah.
You're getting like 2-3 good tournaments. When going through my feed last weekend, there was like 5 tournaments that were solid. It's not bad. High time in arm wrestling. I feel like the summer is one of the high points to the season for arm wrestling. Or summer, spring, or summer and fall. You'll see it because you always see entries kind of low January, February, and you always see December. People are with, Christmas, this, that.
Yeah.
So this is the time to arm wrestle if you're gonna. But Tennessee's a good little trip. What city is it in?
Oak Ridge.
it's right by like Knoxville.
Wait, is
Yeah.
it the same venue? All of these invitationals are going to be at the same place?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It's super nice venue.
Well, it's good to know that we're going to at least win one of these damn round robins. Right? You can't beat it having Sarah up there. No, it was good, man. The event I thought was dope. I had a good time out at King of Florida. For some reason, out there, I just had good. I felt like we were going to kill it. It was going to be a great day. Having that bit of a turnout too just made it. It was like icing on the cake. Some of them classes, like I said, were 16 deep. I think 220s was one of the smallest classes, and it was still like 6 deep, 5 deep.
Yeah. I think 176 was the thickest.
It's insane.
It really was.
How many lightweight guys there are in Florida is out of control. That's still not everybody.
Yeah,
You could have drawn out George, Max. I mean, we could just keep going through the lightweight guys. We could probably have a 30 or a 25-man class, depending on how the 98 situated. Everybody settled between the two classes. Wonder what it takes to have a tournament where we get every single active person to go. Right? What's that number? What is the active number of arm wrestlers in Florida?
Yeah.
fun.
We used to say it was 200 people. That was
Not
what
anymore.
the conversation was of the day. There were 200 individual arm wrestlers in Florida. What's your opinion on it, John?
Man, I gotta say it's got to be a little bit more. Like, if you count AMs and pros,
Yeah,
I mean, I'd say it's closer to 300. Like, yeah, I would say it has to be somewhere close to there.
you imagine a 300 arm wrestlers show up, we do a 500 entry tournament like Winter Blast with just Florida guys. Scheduling's impossible and stuff like that to get 100% of people, but it could be a good one. I feel like Chuck Westbury damn near had it last year. That mayhem was insane.
Mm-hmm.
This one obviously is going to be off the hook too. He switched the venue up though. I don't know if that was I kind of liked that old country place we used to go to, the Southern Social.
I think he outgrew it.
Yeah.
He said he's got seating for 500 this year.
Man, that's so I'm so scared always to book these giant venues because like if 40 people show up, it's such a crazy look. But again, if 500 people show up at the other place, he's fucked. So I'll tell you what, there's something to be said for that Jacksonville area. They love some arm wrestling, man. Then practices, Palatka, Jacksonville, St. Augustine has a ton. There's a movement up there with a ton of support.
Yeah, they got a big team.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, they're good up there.
John, you want that Jeremy Pappy match, huh?
Yeah, I do want Jeremy Pappy on the left.
I was
I'll take
throwing
Pappy or Sam's.
or
either
Kevin Sams.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Sams texted me he'd smash you
That's fine.
just now.
Yeah, I'm sure. That sounds a lot like what Kevin would say.
Oh shit. What did
do
you
it.
think of the what did you think of the approach to the tournament, Mikey? Taking the break and then for the Devon match. Is that crazy? Like,
I don't think so. I think I would say probably 95% of people appreciated it. I don't think anybody was really annoyed by it. And surprisingly, for a Devon match, it went fucking pretty quick. Wasn't a
holy
lot of
shit, was it
bullshit with
like
the refs.
15 minutes?
Yeah, I figured it was going to be an hour at least.
Yeah, no, I agree. I thought it was going to be forever. I was like, shit, we're going to be doing this tournament off into the night if it's one of these, if Devon's in the match and we go to a seventh match or whatever it was, but it wasn't too bad, man. I respected Devon once he realized he was fucked. He didn't put up a fuss. It wasn't too crazy. So there's nobody for Levon, man. Someone asked me who's next for Levon.
Kardeccia.
I don't think there is, dude.
Alex Kardeccia is his name.
Okay, and then when he pins Kardeccia, what?
Then nobody.
Is Kardeccia even a match?
He has to be. Think about this. Devon struggled with Georgie, right?
Oh, he's gonna give me arm wrestling math right here. That makes go ahead.
It was because Georgie's hand is super dominant. Alex walked through him, right over his hand, right through him, side pressure, everything. Because Devon don't have the side pressure for Levon. And that's where it fails. He don't have the inside shoulder stop. He's all hands real good, everything, but he gets blasted sideways. It's going to be hard to blast someone that's as big as Kardeccia sideways like that. I don't know if he could do it right now, but I think if he had a good 6-month camp, the way he handled Georgie like that, after watching Devon struggle with the hand, where Devon was flat with Georgie too. Alex literally just went.
Georgie sucks. I keep telling you that he sucks, bro.
How does Georgie suck?
I seen Travis beat him right-handed.
Yeah, and Travis was like the best in the world back in like 2016 on the right arm. That was in 2018 he did it. So, listen.
It was casual as fuck, dude. I'm just not of all them Russians or all them guys are great. I'm not impressed by Georgie. I'm sorry. I'm not being rude to any. I don't think Georgie's that guy. I think Gennady is. I think everyone else is. I don't think Georgie is.
Yeah, Georgie will beat most of those guys. I don't know if he beats Gennady, but I think he's a problem for any of those guys. But Alex ran through him just like he ran through Hermes. He ran through both those guys, no problem. Like,
what's the current state of Jerry Cataract? Is he getting his shot?
He had no. Actually, that is kind of a bad matchup for Levon.
Might be. You're talking about all this shoulder blasting and going sideways. My man Jerry will put the humorous right on the line.
But Devon will smoke Jerry, so it's kind of a weird thing, like the whole little trio.
I'm gonna blow your mind. Okay, ready? Rock beats scissors. Scissors. Paper beats rock.
That's a stupid game though, because I can throw a rock at paper and go right through it every time.
This is how arm wrestling is, though.
No, I know.
Just because he can beat Devon don't mean shit, really.
Right, but you have to have some kind of crazy power to even to go with Levon. Jerry, the dude. It's Alex Kardeccia. I'm telling you right now. There's no one else.
Well, I'm not arguing it's not. I just think that there's no one. I don't even think it's Alex. I think that we're wasting our time bringing matches to Levon. I think he's just 3 levels above everybody, and you got to be 1 level difference to have a match.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we'll keep throwing. We'll throw the best at him until he either fucking
Dies.
falls off or no, until he just gets old.
If it dies, if he dies, he dies.
Right.
If he dies,
Do not encourage. I encourage Levon having a long, healthy life.
Long health.
You guys are negative.
Did y'all talk about Travis's post today?
Come on. He's already making the comeback. He's already number 4 in his mind. Number 4 in the world. 2 more pull-up sessions will be number 3.
So I love Travis. I think he's great for the sport. He's an awesome talker. I just feel like the last time he made this statement, wasn't it Brandon Alcester that kind of put him in his place?
Oh, you want me to tell you where I think that went wrong?
I don't think Travis took it serious. I bet he didn't even train.
I think putting that match on State Kings determined the outcome.
Oh,
Immediately, in my opinion. However, I'm an asshole, right? So what do I know? But I don't think that I think if you just take money and you give it to Travis for only winning and make it very clear he has to win, I think you may get a different outcome. Now
so hear me out on this theory. Travis went to East First West, correct? He
yeah.
commentated. Levon and Devon's match happened. What are the odds that maybe Travis got wind of what Devon and Levon got paid for this one? We all know money motivates the fuck out of that man.
Yeah, potentially. And I will say I was there. I was 3 feet from the Alcester Travis match. And the legitimacy of it could be questioned.
Damn.
So I wasn't in the match. I don't know how much like I just seen a couple that I've seen before, a couple cheek shakes that looked a little suspicious to me. But that being said, I think Travis could. Who's the best in the world right now? This guy Jamil or Camille? Camille Jablonski, right?
Morzov, Vitaly, Camille.
Yeah, he could probably get to the point where he could get to challenge some of those right away. It wasn't that long ago, dude. 2017, 2016, he was smashing Dave Chafee right-handed. No one's touching him on the planet left. That's only like a couple years. I know that can be a lifetime in arm wrestling years, but it's not like he shriveled up or something. Like, sure, he fell out of shape, but he's still 275 fucking pounds. He's still 6'4".
Yeah, that's a big ass dude.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what's possible. If they incentivize, like, I'm still a believer if you give $1 million, Travis will show up and win. Especially if you make it a tournament. If you make it a super match, it gets a lot harder. But he's a fucking like trying to grab a greasy snake through the tournament. He'll slide through that bracket into the final fresh or lay down to the right guy and let everybody blow themselves apart. But I'm suspicious too, right? I'm like you. I'm a skeptic. Show me. But I'm also a super fan. So I say it's possible. What do you say? You say not possible?
No, I think the money is going to motivate him.
Will it though? Number 1 on earth. Is it possible for Travis left-handed?
Oh, so we're talking Levon.
No.
Left-handed? No, Morsov. Who's the 3?
Yeah, it's like Morzov, Vitaly, and
Jablonski.
Camille or Kardec are like right there. So
I think it's possible.
How much money do we think that are we speculating that Devon got paid?
he looks to the right.
Is there something we're allowed to say?
Of course you're not allowed to say it.
What if we just say like 6 figures?
For that particular match. So I would have a hard time believing that, only because I can't see the pay-per-view numbers matching up.
Well, all right. So I don't know for sure on pay-per-view numbers.
But it could be possible.
I can tell you that it was in the ballpark of 40 to 50,000 for Devon to come to East First West, and that was a couple years ago. So I feel like it's not outside the realm of possibility to be in the 6 figures at this point.
Yeah, no. I'm not calling bull. I have no idea. Like I don't know their true
Paper
financial.
was up 40% from the Dennis Devon match. They sold 40% more of the pay-per-views this time
That's a big nut.
Yeah, but there's a reason they're not telling how many pay-per-views are sold.
because he wants to hide how much money he's making.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no. You think they're selling more than 5,000 pay-per-views? I'm just curious. Do you think so?
Well, also look at the way like the core sports is marketed between selling signed jerseys and VIP, this and that. Like they're making money all different areas now. Plus, pay-per-view, not just if you think about how many pay-per-views are being sold, the cost per pay-per-view has gone up. Not that I'm complaining, it's still very reasonably priced, but it's gone up significantly from where it started in East First West One.
Yeah, I would be curious to see the numbers. I like to see all the financial stuff behind productions. Not that it's my business, but I'm very curious to say like one of the coolest things is seeing what fighters make and stuff like that for the UFC. So I'd love to just see the numbers. But that being said, it's a good thing Devin is getting paid. At least someone's getting to eat.
Yeah.
Right? I hope he gets fucking $1 million. I hope everyone on the card got $1 million. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Arm wrestlers, it's a shame that you can't really make a living arm wrestling unless you're 5 or 6 people on earth. So,
We're getting
but those are
there.
big numbers. That's life-changing type of money if you're getting that just to have fun and do what you enjoy.
Yeah. Plus, think what it'll do for the sport. If
Think what it'll
Dave
do
Chafee,
for
if
Travis.
yeah, or like even just think about like Dave Chafee he works at as a prison guard. Imagine if he could work as an arm wrestler, how much better of an arm wrestler he'd be.
Ain't greedy enough.
Yeah, fair.
It'll help the greedy motherfuckers, the one that'll turn into a werewolf next time you see him. Travis is the greediest.
Yeah.
You put that 100 G's up. Oh shit. You want to get a real scary guy, take Devon's pay and Levon's pay, and it's only to the winner. And put Travis in there. For $250,000, dude, you know the type of person that used to show up for $1,800? You know what I'm saying? You imagine Travis is not a insane PED guy. He's scared of the drugs. He's very modest. He's not some human walking science experiment. He ain't never really pushed the limits like probably an average bodybuilder has, or or average competitive, but like he's a modest guy when it came to anything. But I mean, 6 figures might change that. So that's good. That's good money, man. I'd like to see the breakdown though. I was under the impression that, I mean, I don't know. What are some of the lower guys getting? Is the pay great all around, or is it like the UFC where
I
you're
I think it's progressively gotten better. I mean, I'm thinking your average, mid to high level puller is getting between probably 20 and 30 grand for coming.
Well, it's got to be pretty good if Travis is going there to commentate multiple times, and he must be getting paid enough to want to fly over there and do that. So if he's getting paid to commentate enough to keep him going there, then I imagine a lot of them people are getting pretty good money, especially the champions. Like Smoosha better be making some money.
What is the relationship with the King of the Table and East vs. West? Do these guys, because it's the same guys, they're just basically putting a different branding, right? Every time it's the exact same 10 guys.
I think it's the production. I think Core Sports. So Core Sports puts on. I believe they do production for both. Last I remember, Core Sports specifically is the king of the table, whereas Engen has East First West. But they work together and they kind of take turns. Who gets Devin this time? You'll get him next time on the next round. That type of thing.
What a conflict of interest. Jeez. It's good it works out. I just always see it. It's like, to me, it looks silly that they're back and forth. Only because you could have like a bunch of badass East vs. West events and some sort of you know, timeline to it all. But it's nice that the King of the Table stuff is stateside, Looks like we're about to get a stateside East versus West out here, but the King of the Table, what was that next match? I just seen something posted for it. You seen it,
I
John?
saw it too. I can't remember.
I didn't
It
see
was Hermes and Dennis. That's who it is.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's Hermes and Dennis, and then
Oh,
Um,
Lachlan, Paulin,
yeah,
That's what I seen.
Paulin.
That's what I seen is Lachlan and Paul Lynn.
Yeah, that's a good match.
Yeah.
It's interesting match. You know, I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. Who knows? But it's it's very interesting.
It seems to me, it seems in my mind like Lachlan would be like he's too big.
105 kilo was the cap.
What was the cap?
105 kilo.
What the fuck is that?
What, like 232, I think. Paul Lynn said he's coming in at 95 kilo, which I think is like 209.
That's pretty.
So it'll be like 20 pound difference.
Yeah, that's insane. So I would go with Lachlan on that. The Dennis and Hermes kid is crazy though.
Yeah, I think Hermes is going to destroy him.
Dennis wasn't his old self.
Yeah, the only problem with Dennis, I think Dennis is probably stronger in most of the areas. It's just he has no offense. It's just like he sits over there and just waits, and you can't wait for Hermes. He's going to blast you so damn hard, and if you don't pin you around, like, he can pull any direction. We've seen that. He can pull broke arm, no hand. It don't matter. But Dennis don't have an A side, at least from what we've seen, right? He might be working on it, but it looks like he does that fucking just drawing out back pressure, hands kind of sitting there and hoping you fade. But these guys now don't fade like that. Like,
You should have seen him in his prime, dog. He was when I first started, he was a fucking monster.
yeah, I mean, it's like
Smashing machine.
he's like the most mesomorphic human to like live. I mean, look at him. It's ridiculous. Almost as jacked as Maverick.
almost.
That's how he started out. He started out like Maverick as a baby.
Yeah, like
18 months old. He looked like Maverick. From that point on, he started putting on lean muscle. It's crazy. All right, John, take him through what we got next. Next event. We're gonna wrap this one up early.
next event. Look at him put me on the spot. I'm over here dozing off.
Oh, you already forgot?
No. Yeah, I forget.
Duel 2.0, May 18th. We're at OB's Lounge. A little less than 5 weeks. Don't miss it. Come on out. Check out our socials. Facebook, Flow Arm Combat. Follow the YouTube. Check out Puerto Rico Arm Wrestling League and Pro Gear Gym. Y'all be easy. I appreciate y'all having y'all guys on.
See ya.
Yeah.